friends. I then dove into the depths to depopulate the local oceanic population and the local underwater vegetation on the morning of day 2. After acquiring sustenance, it was time for step 4, expand the island. I began by constructing, or I guess destructing, a basement for our dirt mansion to collect an amassment of dirt, and then began placing it in around the island. Then I found lapis? Yeah, I was a bit confused by this, but apparently lapis can spawn as high as Y64, which is crazy, but anyways, I continued the expansion of our landmass and tree farm enterprise for the rest of the day, and then epically upgraded our tool set on the morning of day 3. Unfortunately, our island is still smaller than Eckhart Tolle's ego, but we need it to be larger than One Piece's episode count. So I returned to placing cubic meters of dirt with my bare hands, faster than AI is gonna take my job. Once I ran out of dirt, I absolutely skedaddled into the mines and began destructing the most convoluted tunnel you'll ever see, and then found this cool water cave that led into the ocean. Awesome. I then went back to hacking at stone until I found this patch of dirt, of which I began extracting. I then resurfaced and went back to constructing a literal island, again with my bare hands. Although I'm not 100% sure that I have hands, because I am an axolotl. Once my construction materials were depleted, I headed back into the mines to obtain more. I then finally found iron on the morning of day 4. I scurried back up to the surface and smelted up my newfound profits to create a brand new pickaxe, a bucket, and a shield. Then I chopped down a tree and used the rest of the iron to make an iron shirt and an iron stick. I then headed back into the mines and continued losing brain cells faster than an iPad kid playing Clash of Clans while scrolling through TikTok simultaneously, until I decided to head down to Deep Slate level, which is when I basically immediately ran into a mine shaft. I decided to conquer my cowardly nature and jumped into action, and I pretty quickly found our first vein of shiny blue rocks, which I promptly defended and then collected. I then went around breaking a bunch of cobwebs for string, which we can use to craft wool for a bed. After a bit more exploring and profit collection, however, my block game induced anxiety meter was higher than your screen time, so I absolutely traversed my way back up to the surface faster than the speed of light. I then got a job as a lumberjack for a short while before constructing our first diamond pickaxe, and using the string we got to craft our first bed. I then decided to sleep. So it's now day 5, and it's time to fully complete step 4. So I crafted some more iron armor and tools and headed back into the mine, and I pretty quickly hit a gravel patch, which I promptly destructed. You see, gravel can be used to craft coarse dirt, and coarse dirt can be turned back into dirt with a hoe, which effectively turns 2 dirt into 4. And you can continue this process as much as you want as long as you have enough gravel. So after fully demolishing both a gravel and a dirt patch, I headed back up to the surface and crafted a bunch of coarse dirt, and got to work placing it into the island and converting it into dirt. And since we're gonna need a lot of dirt to build the whole island later on, and funnily enough, gravel is more available to us than dirt via the bottom of the ocean, we're gonna be using this method a lot. I did that until I ran out of coarse dirt, and then expanded our tree farm some more. I then used the iron we got from our underground business venture to complete our full set of iron armor and tools.